Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom. Welcome to the evening class. How y'all feeling? Shalom, Dollar Jadas. It's like you for being a little late. Yeah, it's correct, Princess. Okay. We'll wait for some people to trickle in. We'll wait for some people to trickle in. How was y'all week? It be going by fast though, don't it? It be going by fast. Yes, it do. Everything was Tawab. Everything was Tawab. Okay. Okay. I see you. I see you with the little moderator. Okay. Judah, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Shalom, shalom. Harlem. Man, I can't wait to see brothers, man. I cannot wait to see brothers. All right then. So, how to teach with fire, right? So when we come into this truth, when we come into this truth, it's more like how we come into this truth. It seems like, you know, how we come into this truth is everything. But how we rebound is what's more important. Um, but first and foremost, we give all praises and all honor to the Most High. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah for bringing us all here together on this Friday evening, ushering in His holy day. If I could be heard, put a one in the chat. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share the video around. If you feel the spirit too, we got a QR code over here. You know, you can go ahead and take a picture of that and donate. Please label your donations and what it's for. If you do uh, so kindly choose to donate at this hour. Okay, we got a ones in the chat. All right, so we can be heard. Con. So, what's a man's true intentions? Because we got to come out here eventually and teach, you know, when we come in this thing, and this is more so for the babes and the people that's kind of getting their feet wet and how to establish yourself. You're gonna be probably having a lot of dreams in Israel, a lot of aspirations, you know. But make no mistake, you gotta stay focused. You gotta stay focused out here. So, what are the things that you should carry within yourself, right? Because we have to have order and have structure. When we talk about what does it mean to have God in your name, what does it mean to be the image of God, the image of the Most High? Jeremiah, Nehemiah, right? Order. We were given his laws, statutes, and commandments. So we have to have order about ourselves. And within these laws, there's certain things that we can live by. There's certain things where we can make uh you know, sayings, slogans, kind of like this fire that I got. It's an abbreviation. For those of you that are wondering, right? It's an abbreviation. You know what it means? I'll tell you what it means, right? So the first is first class. I is for integrity. The aura is for respect. And the last thing is energy. First class, integrity, respect, responsibility. It could be interchangeable too with the aura, right? But energy too as well. Combining those things with your aspirations is going to keep you grounded, right? Because in Israel, the tides turn and we have highs and we have lows, right? But what's within you, you got to carry within yourself that's worthwhile, man. And that's the fire. And not only is it the abbreviations, but that's your zeal and that's your lust to get to the kingdom, man. Because we lust after a lot of things. But maybe we have to really check ourselves a little bit and see what we out here really for, right? We all have to sometimes evaluate. And this is a good time for reflection. It's a good time to sift out the good and the bad qualities, right? So we're going to bring out our first scripture. Hold on one second. Yeah, man. So we're just going to bring it back to the basics. We're going to bring it back to the basics. We're going to bring it about character, okay? And these are some of the things that I have learned along the way. And for those of you that are out there in the highways and the byways that kind of come from a similar background, maybe this is for you. Maybe, you know, this message is going to be for who it's meant for, right? Like Chief Priest Abban Oriel teaches. This message is going to be who it's going to be meant for. Um, it's all about how you carry yourself, man. I've been saying that for the get go, the character, right? And it's like, how far are you willing to go? How far are you willing to jeopardize sometimes? But we gotta just keep grounded, man, and keep them synonyms and keep that fire. All right. So let's get. Ooh, so like I got a lot going on. Let's get Proverbs 22 and 1. Right. We're gonna get the book of Proverbs 22 and 1. It's gonna be our first scripture. Right. So we're gonna be first class with this thing. I'm just gonna cut right into it. We're gonna be first class, man. This is something that we gotta be. I mean, because we can go to the Deuteronomy 7 and 6s, right? And we could say all of these scriptures that I'm about to say. I really shouldn't even bring out no scripture because you know that we hard headed and stiff necked in the first place. So it don't matter how many times I bring out Proverbs 22, right? But it's how we live by it and how much we trust in it too, as well, especially when times get hard, when you lose out on things, when you miss out on things. When you first coming in, man, it's gonna be rough when you first coming in. You're gonna have to sacrifice a lot of things. And a lot of things are gonna be coming into question. But what type of legacy are you wanting to leave behind, young man? What type of legacy? That's the first thing. You want to get big picture with this thing. You don't want to be short sighted. Because the Most High, through Yahushua, he works through mysterious ways. So we want to get big picture with this thing. Con. And you know where I learned that? Football. you know, because remember, the earthly nature, get rid of some components. You don't have to, maybe the things that are good, you can still keep. And these are one of the things that I've kept within me, but I'm remixing it now that I'm born of a new mind and a new spirit and have enough courage to show myself in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, because I'm afraid, and that's why I show. And that's why these young men show themselves, because they have the spirit and the zeal, but maybe they don't have the reason. Because there's a good reason for you to be in this thing, man. There's a good reason. And the reason is eternal life, salvation, freedom from this oppression, man. Finally, man, vengeance for our ancestors, first and foremost, right? Let's get to the chat. But I really want to take this really slow because I want this to be a long class, first of all. No, but first class, man. First class. We're gonna talk about first class first. All right. One. Hear me clearly, that's good. Ashar Shabbat, almighty men of Yasharallah and daughters of Zion. That's right, we're mighty, mighty men and women. Not childish, not childish, right? We come in with a new mindset in this thing, young man and young woman, you know. Remember Matthew's 6 and 33, all right? Slow down, slow down, all right? Because there's going to be so much more you. And I'm not talking about the airplane. Slow down, right? But there's gonna be so much more you to come. There's gonna be so much more. This tree, this olive tree, man, it's so vast, right? This nation is like the sands of the sea. There's gonna be generations, man, that are gonna be very impressionable. So we really want to hone in on this and use this time. Use this time. I know it might be a little corny or whatever, you know what I'm saying, but you got to remember when you carry yourself a different way, you become a threat to these nations. And you may not know it and you may not see it, but once you break that Gentile mind state, you automatically become a threat. And we have to take care of that because that threat is a blessing. That threat is an absolute blessing. That threat is a symptom of freedom. Hear me out. Y'all don't understand, man. Y'all ain't on it. Y'all ain't on it tonight. I said the threat of you awakening into your identity, man, that should make your blood boil, man. But it's what you do with it. It's what you do with it, young man and young woman out here that's gonna come and stumble upon some of these videos through the will of the Most High. You understand? So we just gotta take heed, man, and just slow down. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down with it. Slow down, Israel. We got time. We got time. We got time. We got time to make mistakes, Israel. We got time for that. I thought, did we forget that we got time to make mistakes? I be hiding in the turtle shell when I be making mistakes. That don't do me no good, man. I gotta stick my neck out there like my forefathers did. You know, this work gonna be done. This work gonna be done because he don't really need you, young man and young woman. He don't really need y'all. He can raise up somebody else. So you have to understand all of these things before we even go into first class. That's a place that we really don't know nothing about. We know something about being second class. We know how to act accordingly. But it's time. It's been time to act like kings and priests. It's been time. It's been time, Yasharal. It's been time, Israel. This is a great time. This is a great time. Wow, first of all, we woke up today and we alive. Young man, the way he made you, resilient. Resilient. We're a resilient people. But let's get into this because I ain't even really get into it. And if y'all have ears, man, let you just hear and vibe out to this, man. It's just something that you could teach your sons, something that you could live by, man. Because our people sometimes they need visual, and let this be that fire, right? But anyway, let's get into it. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 1. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches. Now, how many times have we heard this about the scriptures, right? Um, you know, gaining the whole world and losing your soul, losing your morality. The things that you say that you would never do, you do, right? The things that you say that you would never do, you would do. And we just think that's Hollywood. Nah, nah, nah. Uh, that's everyday life. That's everyday life, man. Riches don't have to be riches. It could be riches with the in crowd, right? Getting in on the inside can bring networking. What you know what I'm saying? It's not what you know, it's who you know. And sometimes a good name is chosen. A good name isn't chosen over that. Okay? And we know what the Most High says about this world, and that it's foolish, and all of its foolishness. And as I brought out a couple of weeks ago, what Paul was saying, man, please, Lord, forgive us for our foolishness. Forgive us daily, because we break the laws daily. And young man, you're gonna come into this thing, come into it. Young woman, you're gonna come into this thing, come into it, but come into it to restore yourself first. Because a good name is somebody that's gonna study it before he talk about it. Being observant, paying attention to your elders, not ruffling any feathers in the family. Your brothers and sisters that's in a Mashiach Yahweh, who the world called Jesus Christ, who was a false image, that Caesar Borgia, who they painted over in Job 9 and 24. Yeah, I said it. Joan of Arc was black. Yeah, I said it. Constantine was black. Yeah, I said it. You understand? We can go on the first Maccabees. We could look up the Spartans. Lysimadonia. We can look up the Danoi and the Danite tribes. Talk about who was really Troy, who was really Perseus in that movie. We could talk about that. You come with such great company The company that's in your blood, man. Don't succumb. Don't succumb, man, and young woman, to that bloody Facebook and all these distractions, man. They're just distractions, man. But this fire shouldn't be. This thing should be internal. You should be working on these things day and night. And this is first class. To always remember to put some respect on the Most High's name, to put some respect on Yahweh name and act accordingly. And that's easier said than done. And you're going to fall and you're going to stumble. You might get admonished. You might get counseled. You might get kicked out. But the Most High is not done with you. What you was talking about? Hold on, I'm zoned out. Oh, I gotta hurry up with this class, yo. Hold on. So like I'm working with two screens. First class, integrity, respect, and energy, man. That's what we bringing tonight. That's what we bringing tonight. All right. I'm happy to be here. I'm fired up. I'm nervous. I'm worried. I'm scared for my people. I'm scared for my future. And I hope that the Most High forgives all of us for our sins one day. Because I know our heart, man. And this America, man, this thing is on just extreme difficulty. You understand, especially when you come and serve the Most High. So, young man, you got to understand, and young woman, you got to understand that you going you gonna really have a journey within yourself, and it's gonna get dark within yourself, and that's why you got to have some fire, and you got to remember that you got to have this good name, and it's a test. It's a test. Everything's a test. The Most High is a test maker, and you are a test taker. Yeah, I'm rhyming tonight. So what you talking about, man? You want that good name? It's got blood on it right now. Mine's probably do too. I ain't gonna hold you. Yo, what did the book of Jeremiah, Isaiah? Let's go over there. Let's go over there real quick. Shalom, shalom. Hey man, hit some bars like, hey man, hey man, brothers is getting a little comfortable, man, but we doing it in the most humble spirit, man, because you don't understand, like, just to be able to come on here, man, and to provide some type of clarity, man, and to have a voice within this mighty AOC family. This is truly amazing, man. And for somebody that y'all may are liking and like hearing, these qualities, what I'm talking about, applies to everybody and applies to me especially. And you know, it's just something that is worthwhile to share, man. Woke up today and woke up to the truth. Hallelujah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. We woke up today to this truth, man. Knowing, knowing, knowing that we the tribes. And that's the greatest thing about it. I was sharing with my oldest grandson, hit them bars. Okay, okay, okay. We getting everybody attention. For those of y'all that are just joining in, man, we talking about fire tonight. We talking about how to teach with fire. If you taught with fire for 25 years, for 30, for 40 or maybe even 2 months. Man, this is a little pep rally right here, man. We're going to get back into it. We're going to get back into this game. We're going to get back into this game, man. We got to get this energy to fish again. Sometimes, season after season, man, right? We got to get that pep talk. We got to get that pep talk. All praises to the Most High, man. All praises. Hey, listen, man. I could come on here and yell 1,000 of them, right? Answer some of y'all questions at least, but we got to remember, man. We got to always continually work on ourselves. We got to work on ourselves, man. And this is a great time, and this is a great spirit to do that. Remember the new moon, right? Renewal, renewing yourself, refreshing yourself, washing yourself of the sins, man. Training yourself to even catch them in your mind, young man, because you're gonna have some lust up in this thing, and you're gonna have some ambitions that's gonna maybe enter into you a little bit and hop in and out of you. But you got to remember the goal and the purpose, man, is to have that good name. Because with that good name, that's gonna be your key, man. That's gonna be your key. Sure, we're gonna do the commandments. Sure, we're gonna do that, brother. And I can't wait to see you soon, right? Sure, we're gonna do that, sister. And I can't wait to see you soon. But yeah, man, look, let's go. Let's overachieve for Israel. Let's overachieve for it. All right, let's get some more. Let's get some more. Let's get some more because I'm a little fired up. First class, right? So Exodus 19, 5 and 6. Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people. Man, that sounds first class to me. That sounds first class to me. Why you want to be second place? That's the place that you were put for a punishment. So you're in the jail cells, you're in the prisons, under them. That's why the system's weaponized against you. You know? But you're not a criminal. You're not a criminal. You're not a criminal, man. You're a king and you're a priest. And you got to graduate to that level, right? Because Yahushua is a king of kings and he's a lord of lords. And he is truly the level. Multiple wives isn't the level. Becoming a great street teacher isn't just the level, right? Having no guile, no deceit in your heart, being there and being a light in the darkness for yourself and for your friends and your family and for those that may not even know you right now. That's what this thing is all about, man. And then that lead. Oh, hold on. We got more. We got more. And it's and there shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people. So that's above the Chinese man. That's above that Ukrainian that's begging and groveling. Disrespect. We can't get reparations, man. This dude can't even speak English and he disrespecting the president. And we over here asking nicely, marching, doing all of that, and we can't get nothing. Now this country's reimagining the white power structure on our people. Playing games, man. This country be playing mind games. It'll suck you in and make you believe, bro. It'll suck you in and make you believe and then throw you out, man. but we are first class, man. Make no mistake about it. Integrity. We gonna get into that. That's a big one, man. That's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one. Cause it's like it's a level of trust. It's a level of trust, man. It's a level of trust in yourself week to week. Because remember, the Most High don't need you, and He can replace you at any given time. And this is where you got to grow up, so-called black man. That's different shades of brown. This is this is the part of the fire that that blue flame in the fire, that blue one. Yeah, that's how big that one is. Because if it's really small, the flame gonna be really small. Right? I'm just trying to play with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to play with this thing, but that's a big component because there's a level of the words hit more, the actions speak louder. Everything is magnified, young man, when you come in truth. You got to bury those bones in your closet, man. You already know Chief Priest brought out Acts 19. That demon went in and out of them folks, man, whooping them when they was naked and ashamed. You don't want to run out here being naked and ashamed because this world's tough and it could be demonic. And if you come incorrect, man, it could tear you apart. It could tear you to pieces. Unforgiving. We're in the business of forgiveness, but it's unforgiving, unmerciful. The cancel culture, again, another gift of America. If isn't feminism and white supremacy isn't enough. Hmm? Let's get it. Integrity, man. The Most High sees what you're doing at all times. I gotta remember that. You gotta remember that. I know a lot of people gotta remember that, right? This is a reminder, man. This is a reminder. This is for the veterans. This is for the babes, people that's new, stumbling on the video. Please subscribe, share. You know, this is for y'all, man. This is for y'all. I'm coming out here. Um, integrity, integrity. The blue is part of the flame. I'm gonna do what I say I'm gonna do. And if I don't get it done, I'm gonna strive again to get it done. And if I plan it for Sunday and I don't do it, I'm gonna plan it for Monday. But I'm gonna keep on striving and trying. And that's really what it is, man. And that's really what it is. And it's gonna come across in your teachings, it's gonna come across in your character, it's gonna come across in the people that you meet, because we all fall short, man. It's about more being embarrassed of your people and wanting to correct that and rise above it, right? And that's the fire, and that's that desire to take the kingdom and to overcome the curses of your people. We're not done yet. We still in this oven, man. And it's still 450 degrees. I didn't think that y'all forgot that. But that's what it is. But that's what it is right now. And our integrity, man, is of the utmost important. Ecclesiastes 23 and 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men. right? We only fear the eyes of men, public opinion. A lot of us aren't in the truth as far as so-called camps because of public persecution. I was just speaking to you about this a couple days ago, man. I'm like, once again, it's that season, but all of y'all got y'all names from the elder Ariyah and Masha, all right, and the brothers that came before us, and the history that was in Chicago that was before us, man. That's why y'all rocking them names on them social medias. Man, put some respect on it, man, and have some first class. Because these white folks out here still giving honor and praises to that ACDC and them Rolling Stones and all of their greats that they had and those Confederate generals. I was just um I was just watching this little podcast, and this dude from Mississippi, he went to Mississippi uh uh state. No. I wasn't the state. He went to Mississippi. Ole Miss, the rebels. They got a Confederate flag and everything. They said they were putting nooses on statues and all of that, and he didn't see it until his third or fourth year, and that was funny to me because I didn't see because I went to a PWI. And I didn't see it until my third or fourth year, and that's when I started to rebel. Obviously, what I'm saying, he's trying to get paid NFL, so he didn't, but I found that funny, man, because they stick and they hold on to theirs, the good, bad, and the ugly, and they bear it all. And that's why they're going to burn. And they should bear it all. And they are going to bear it all. They haven't paid for that, what they've done yet. We got to understand that. But since nothing's happening, get a little soft, right? Maybe we even lose some of our integrity. But that was so-called white man, white woman, and white child, they're on point. Don't let it be mistaken. Don't let it be mistaken at all. As Israel goes through its ups and downs, don't let that be mistaken at all. We do have enemies here, and we were sold onto them through cargo slave ships. And that was thus saith the Lord. And no other people on the face of this earth has gone through that. And when you understand that through your thick head, young man, you're going to move mountains with your faith. Ecclesiastes 23 and 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, if knowing not and knoweth not the eyes of the Most High. You don't know. You don't know it. What are they? They are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So he knows what we got going on, man. Beholding all the ways of men, considering the most secret parts of your mind, man. So there's no really where there's nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide, even in the recesses of your mind. You see, I'm rhyming tonight. Defeat yourself. You're the, you're the biggest stumbling block you know, young man, young woman. It's a period of detox when you first come up in this thing. You got to detox yourself from the way of this world. It's a lifestyle. But what lifestyle are you trying to make of it? And that's why we have to have that fire. That's why we got to have that fire. James 8 and 8, man. The being double minded, right? We all been there, especially if you coming into this thing being double minded like that. You're trying to balance all these different things. Now you find yourself reading. Now you find yourself you got to adjust. Oh, I'm shopping on Friday. Sun's going down. You start second guessing it now, huh? Saturday come up, you get something to eat at the little fast food. Oh, wait. You start second guessing it now, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't care what they say about that so-called white man. There's nothing wrong with that, man. And you keep that. And you keep that fire within you. Because honestly, that's not this fast food and this processed. We are kings and queens of this earth. We don't process, we digest. You see, I'm rhyming tonight. And that's a dietary law in here for you. And that's why that seafood boil got your uterus crazy, got your blood sugar high, and all these different ailments that the Chief Reef Sean and Tanya just could just riddle off. Right? Don't he? Don't he be doing that? Don't he be doing that, man? I'll be like, man, you a whole dietitian out here. But that's what the law does to you. It makes you become these certain things. And you won't really fully tap into that if you didn't know how important being first class is. You see, royalty, you're scared of it. You're scared. And you make fun of people who's trying to strive for that. You see, but we ain't scared of him. And we going to operate like kings and queens because we know that this scares these so called white people to death. Integrity, are we still there? Ecclesiastes 4 and 10. Ecclesiastes 4 and 10, and it reads, if either of them falls down, your brothers, your sisters, family, if either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has nobody to help them up. We like to act like we grown. So life is like high school, man. It's like high school, right? And remember, oh, speaking about that, being for your people and picking them up when they're down and all these different things. How's that swirling going? How's that divesting going? Getting tired of picking up your people. How about that one brother that got shot by that so-called Edomite? I mean, that so-called white woman. That's the devil that the Bible speaks of. I was running late today, but I wanted to pull up that video, a little quick TikTok video. Looked like a devil looking at him. And that was right before she killed him. She had looked at him so sinister in her eyes. The way that camera went up, it went up, and then you seen her eyes, and it was real evil and wicked. And then he lost his life. She had that Phineas spirit on her. Right? It can work both ways. It can work both ways. But you got to understand that too, young man. The lust of the lust of that flesh, your intentions. You know, you shouldn't even be thinking about women. Shouldn't even be thinking about that right now, right? Because first class is putting the most high first, not women first, young man. Young women out here putting the most high first, not finding your prince charming, okay? Because sometimes we all know how that works out. And we all get what we're looking for sometimes when it's very carnal in Israel. And I could really just land my plane on that. Oh, what video? I lost my train of thought. There's a video. The brother that got killed by that white girl. Hold on, hold on, 1 second. I'll show you the picture. It should be recent. All right, hold on me. Oh, I can't share my screen. No, but he was shot dead in Georgia and arrested by his white girlfriend. His name was Telvin Osborne, a 30-year-old African American man from Jackson, Georgia, was shot and killed from Jackson, Georgia. Okay, he was shot and killed in an apparent domestic violence incident. Shalom, shalom, shalom. That's my brother, man. I love you, brother. But yeah, yeah. But his girlfriend, man, 25, Hannah Grace, Hannah Montana, man. That's what you got to separate yourselves, man. You got to separate yourselves. Now she was arraigned and charged. All praises to the Most High. But 20 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 months ago, in a different town, that could have been a different case. And without these cell phones out here, we wouldn't have known. We wouldn't have known nothing, you know? So we got to understand when we go through this thing and when we come in to this thing called first class and integrity, it's not something to be really laughed at. No, man, that's something, that's a building block. That's a building block. The Most High said we're going to be baptized by fire. And we're going to fake it till we make it. That's what I'm rocking. First class, integrity. We got to have a good name out here. We got to strive for a good name out here. Accountability comes with that too. Thinking before you speak, thinking before you act, man. And when you get to that level that you can stop it before it enters your mind, before it becomes an action, whoo, you get into that level of your house shy. And that's gonna take some time. That's gonna take some time, man. But anyway, let's get back into it. Let's get back into it. Let's get back into it. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at with it? Integrity, right? We had Second Timothy. Let's get it. Let's get it. Second Timothy 2:22. Flee also youthful lust, right? Youthful lust. Hey, because listen, we all come from different backgrounds. We all come from different starting points in this life. So in this society, Sometimes we get increased a little bit, right? Especially if we're doing, we're working a little bit hard, you know, we get increased a little bit. And we might be at different stages in our life where we might go off because of that. And we might not have fulfilled some things in the past because now we're situated when we in our 30s. We might be in our younger 20s reading, studying, but now you got yourself together maybe, and now you want to trick off a little bit, so they say, and follow after your useful lusts, right? You could have a lust for following after other people and doing a go along, get along. Because I see that's popular now. Because remember Hosea 4 and 6, our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And we have a following type of mind. And not a good one. Blind, leading the blind type of mind. Vanity, not knowing a damn thing. Excuse my French. How much time we got? All right, we good. Flee also youthful lusts, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, charity with your time, charity with your hospitality, opening up your door, man, grilling something, trying to be in that spirit of Paul, right? Grilling something, having a conversation with a brother, striking up a conversation with the scriptures. Man, you cold for that if you could do that. But you got to be in it for that type of stuff to do that, right? We got to have that fire, man. You can't do it unless you got that fire. Because if you got fire, also if you have all those components, you're gonna want to spread it. You're gonna want to spread it. You're gonna want to spread it farther than the wildfires in California. Once you get these concepts up in you, once you get these concepts up in you, bring this fire up in you. You know, that's what this thing's about. What else we got? What else we got over here? John 2:16. To those who sold doves, he said, this is Yahushua, get these out of here. Stop turning my father's house. Talking about Jesus is God, Yahushua is God. He said, my father's house. Why would he lie? If it was his house. Why didn't he say his house? Why didn't he say my house? If everything's one and the same. Young man, you got to really listen to these scriptures too. Okay. Okay. 3 words at a time, precisely. To those who sold doves, he said, get these out of here, man. Stop turning my father's house into a market. Youthful lust. We're dealing with capitalism here too. And we can bring that spirit of capitalism in this thing too, young man, young woman. Okay. For the wrong reasons. Like someone had said to me, I think Hebrew Hebrew the Hebrew summit. Shalom family. All praises to the most high. Barakatah Yahweh Shai, man, for gathering us here together uh in a redemptive spirit, you know. That's what it's all about. We gotta have that fire to deal with it. That's what I'm talking about. Where we at? Where we at though? Where we at? I lost it, man. I'm over here freezing off the spirit. Faith, charity, peace with them that call on the most high out of a pure heart, man. We gotta have a pure heart, a pure mind. pure heart and pure mind. We got to be in a good place. Give yourself the grace and the mercy and the time to be in a good place, to be a bright light. Give yourself the time and the mercy and the grace to let that fire grow within you. Hone that fire. Hone that fire, man. So when you teach it, you understand you can make them really feel that heat, which is the spirit of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai within you. You understand? We gotta remind our people who they messing with. And they messing with a real awesome spirit, man. That exudes excellent brothers and sisters, my family, and my friends scattered abroad throughout the four corners of this earth. We're gonna put some respect on his name tonight, right? But we're not gonna turn houses into markets. We're not gonna do what these Americans do. We're not gonna do what Joe Osteen do and some of these wicked pastors and priests. Because we got real fire. Even if we got our baddest, man, listen, this is something that I thought that was a component of integrity. You understand? Hold on, let's read the chat. Oh, the water, brother. All praises to the Most High. All praises to and glory to the Most High, man. Just say it louder, man. Say it louder. You can't really even say it enough, can you? You really can't say it enough, man. And as we wind down through this hellish week, through our plantations, through our aggravations, shoot, even through our, you know, uh, every day, man. Every day is a fight. Every day is a fight. Shalom. All praises to the Most High. Like fire, like shut up in our bones. I know that's right. The water for the donation. Super chat. Baka Judah. Nationwide Unity Fast this Sunday, March 19 at sundown. Kwame Ashura. This is a good chance for us to unify as a nation, too, as well. Good chance for that. I'm going to save that for later because I got a scripture that actually pairs up with that too. So that's actually real in the spirit right there. And that's how we know that this class is meant to be. All praises to the Most High. But even at our worst, man, we got good kings and we got bad kings in Israel, bruh. We got good people and we got bad people in this world, man. Why are we so naive? Why we got to be so naive? Come on, man. Second, this is the book of Second Chronicles 21:7. Now, when Jeroboam was risen up to the kingdom of his father, he strengthened himself and slew all his brethren with the sword. He slew all his brothers with the sword. Very heinous. Name someone who's done that vile in Israel right now. Name somebody that's been that was equally as vile as that. Hey, and I ain't gonna hold it past Israel. There may be some, but it's not about that. It's about the principle. He did evil, bad, like messed up, bro. You a king. Like we're actually kings, crowned. And you doing that. And you doing that. When y'all read that, y'all understand that title? He said when Jeroboam was risen up to the kingdom of his father, he strengthened himself and he slew all his brethren with the sword. And thy verse also of the princes of Israel. Jerome was 32 years old. 32, bro. Young man. Young man. What are you in this for, bro? Are you going to slay all your brethren and all of the verse princes of Israel when you rise up? All right. Are you going to seek? Are you going to be an opportunist? Are you going to have ulterior motives? Where's that first class at, brothers and sisters? Using discernment, another component. It's proper etiquette, man, to know a good spirit between a bad spirit. Knowing that y'all don't get along. Knowing that I brought out Proverbs 29 about the unrighteous being the odd man out with the righteous. And the righteous being the odd man out, odd woman out with the unrighteous. How many people hate on that woman that's saying all the right things, appealing to a man, calling her a pick me, and all these different things that we have out here? That's why you got to get yourself together, young man and young woman, that's going to be coming before us. I mean, that's going to be coming after us, you know, because we still standing after all this. And we still going to be here until we get it right. And we going to get it right eventually. That's why it's a great time to be alive, man. We witnessing our redemption real life every day. Let's get it. Jeroboam was 32 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 8 years in Jerusalem. And he walked in the way of the kings of Israel, as did the house of Ahab, evil. For he had the daughter of Ahab to wife, and he had wrought which was evil in the eyes of the Most High. Howbeit the Most High would not destroy the house of David because of the covenant that he made with David, as he promised to give a light to him and his sons forever. Lineage, straight lineage. In thy seed, Isaac is called. This thing is so exclusive. So exclusive to his sons, man. This thing is a family. In Amos, man, this thing is a whole family. It is so exclusive, bro. I'm telling you, you don't know how good you got it, bro. We could. My dream is for all of us to just be bougie as hell. Excuse my French. Just scare the hell out these white folks. The women's dressing all modest, men's done up, chins up, 2, 3 on the corner. Just with a stature and an aura. You understand? Ooh, make them mad. Making these nations happy. We make these nations happy, man. We so wicked every time, right? You see a brother or a sister making these nations happy. She's wicked as all get out. But then they shun some of us that speak truth to power. And it plays out with all the celebrities and whatnot, right? We get that. But the big picture is man had that integrity because it's not gonna all fall down if you go off. Because he's still not gonna destroy the house of David. He's still not gonna destroy it. And we had good men and bad men and good men and bad men, and we keep coming back, man, because that's how powerful this thing is, man. And y'all gotta understand that, man. The R could be for resilience. The R could be for responsibility. The R could be for respect. And we gonna get to the R in this fire. As soon as the Most High is done, let me get on this rant in the spirit. I don't know what's going on. Let's get it though. Proverb. Oh no 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 no. Let's keep it right there. Let's keep it right there, because he won't destroy the house of David. But who? But and he's going off. He says Jeroboam's going off, doing evil against the Most High. And guess what's going to happen in his days? In verse 8, this is Second Chronicles 21:7. In his days, the Edomites revolted from under the dominion of Judah. We can't live in this country together at peace. We can't live in this country together at peace. And we can't get over them. They will revolt, just like they do here. That's why they burn our towns down, drown them in water, and all sorts of heinous things, man. These people are no people, man, and they're a sorry excuse of a man. And they're going to be put in chains. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. In his days, the Edomites revolted under the dominion of Judah, the rightful place, right? And made themselves a king. Then Jeroboam went forth with his princes and all his chariots with him, and he rose up that night and he smote the Edomites. Yeah, he smote them, which compassed him and the captains of the chariots, man. And listen, so the Edomites revolted from under the hand of Judah onto this day. That's why the so called black man isn't really in control when they say he's in control, when he's given these positions of power in this country. They're going to revolt under the hand of the so called black woman and child in this country until Yahushua comes back. We're never going to be able to be on equal playing field. And we got to understand that, man. We got to understand it. And that may be getting away from this integrity thing, but we're going to bring it back right with it. Proverbs 17:17. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity, man. That's what this thing is about, is when your brothers is down and out. Because some things aren't going to be about you and your goals and your aspirations and your dreams. Because a lot of that stuff is going to be lusty and it's going to be youthful. It's going to be coming from that young high school mind that our people be on. And as time goes on, man, you're going to elevate and graduate, man. You're going to try to have to find that balance. That balance, man, is going to bring you peace. That mental health is a real thing. And you got to find balance and a peace within yourself, man, within this world as you come and to know yourself again, to know yourself through the Mashiach Yahawashai, man, and know how important it is to get out to the Passover and to do these holy days, um, and to study. Who else is doing it? Why not you? So many people took off their hands off the plow within this week alone, you know. But he's gonna raise up people, great people, that's gonna do greater things than Yahushua. Do you want to be a part of that, young man? Or are you gonna fall by the wayside? Let's be responsible. Let's bring out that R in the fire. Let's practice how to preach, to take care of business. Your body is a business. Your house, your mind, that's a business. And the Most High created you, man, in the image. He meant business. You came with order. You are the embodiment of business, his business, the laws, statutes, and commandments. You ignorant fool. And when you come up against that, man, it's going to run into a brick wall, man. Why we do that to ourselves, man? We are our own worst enemies. Time and time again. Isn't that right? But we got to be responsible. We got to be responsible. Let's get it. We got to be responsible, brothers and sisters. We got to be responsible. Let's get it. Nevertheless, for this is First Kings. This is First Kings chapter 15 and 4. Nevertheless, for the sake of David, the Most High, his power, no one was dealing with David like that. Them so-called Edomites wasn't dealing with him like that. Them so-called Amalekites wasn't dealing with them like that, man. Stop. His God gave him a lamp in Jerusalem by raising up a son to succeed him and to make Jerusalem strong. We got to make Jerusalem strong. That's what we got to do in this nation. We got to heal this nation. We want to follow in Yahweh's footsteps. We heal this nation one brother, one sister at a time. And how do we heal them? We go out and we give them the word. The word is the medicine. And it's got to go out. It's got to go out yesterday. It's got to go out tomorrow. And it's going to go out next week. And it's going to keep going out until they won't let us go out. It's going to keep going out until they take the sword away from us. It's going to keep going out until they put us out. And it's going to keep going out until that black man crack open that sky. And then every tongue should confess, and every man in this earth shall bow to a so-called black man. And that's what this thing is really about. You understand? And I could tell all these scriptures, and we could do all these things, and we could say all these things. But this thing is so much about this character, man, because you know how fickle our people are. And y'all know that's been rocking with me. I don't like Facebook. And I don't like none of that, man, because it's all pettiness. That's where we got to be responsible about what we see and digest. Knowing that our eyes is the window to the soul, man, and what you take in can afflict it, man, can corrupt it, man. Take care of your eyes, man. Your eyes are precious if you have sight. Take care of your tongue. It's precious. You shouldn't let anything utter out of it. You shouldn't let tales run out of it. You shouldn't tattle tales up out of it so quickly. You should guard your tongue, lest you come upon the wrath of the Most High. Your tongue is precious, and the lips that seal the tongue, and the teeth that hide behind the lips, it's all precious, man. Romans 8 and 13, for if thou live according to the flesh, young man, young woman, you will die. You will die. And as thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Scriptures. Yeah, I'm trying to scare you, but I'm going to pick you up. I ain't trying to let you. And that's why we coming out here on these Friday nights trying to warn and admonish our people in the times of adversity to be a good friend and to share what the Most High is working within you. That's the greatest charity you could give. It's the greatest piece of silver you could give to somebody. right? It's treasure. This thing is living water. True restoration, man. Not a damn check. Not a subscriber. Going viral. Content. It's about responsibility to make this nation strong. You want to be about these women? Then show them what a real man is. And you rise above it. You rise above the wickedness. Don't be like the men before you. You be better. Be better than us. The level is Yahweh Shai. He'll teach you the way. But you gotta have that fire, man, in you. You gotta have it. Before he even walked the earth, our people had it. Some of us. And you got it too, if you stayed this long. Nevertheless, for the sake of, oh yeah, I read that. I read that. Right, right, right. Ooh, Romans 8 and 13. Let me finish this thing. For if you live according to the flesh, you will die. But if by the Spirit you put to death, you put to death, you put to death the misdeeds of the body, you will live, man. That's what this thing is about. We always got a chance. If you just woke up today, if you just woke up right now and just hopped on this live, you got a chance, bro. That's what time it is, man. That's what time it is. But don't be like this. Don't be like this. Hold on, Chad. Don't be like this. Proverbs 26 and 11. As a dog returns to his vomit, so a fool repeats his folly. We got to be really responsible with this thing, man. And we got to understand. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. When you're responsible, that means that you have a level of maturity. Maturation is a process. Redemption and the act of being redeemed is a process. This life is a journey and it's a process. It's a skill and you can learn it. You don't have to be born with it. You could be responsible according to the law, statutes, and commandments, and according to these scriptures in the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushua that's being brought forth this day and in this evening and in this hour. Because we don't know when the Most High is bringing Yahushua back. And we always got to be ready and on our guard because our enemy lurks and seeks to destroy us, man, and crafts so many wicked devices against us, uses our own people against us, the bastard. That no name, that no people. How dare you come against the sons and the daughters of the true power? Mm, don't be like that dog returning to the vomit of what you once were. Because there's other people over there eating of it too. Now it's caviar. It's still vomit. I don't care how many people are eating it, it's still vomit. I don't care how you dress it up. You can't get rid of the stink. I don't care how much you garnish it up. The ways of this world, man, are foolish. And fools love company, don't they? But wise men, you might be alone, you might be separated, you might be segregated from your friends, your families at this time, young woman. You might be longing for a man and all these types of things, man. Just relax, man. Pray for it. A lot of women, man, they say they want this in a man and that in a man, right? Pray for it, man, and wait on it. Work on yourself, Israel, for once. Y'all trying to work on other people is what I see. Being responsible with this fire is working on yourself, man, and putting to death the misdeeds of your body, not other people's bodies. It starts with you first, okay? And it reads, I got more. As a dog returns to his vomit, almost time. Almost time. Okay. As a dog returns to his vomit, so a fool repeats his folly. Right? And I'm I was there repeating folly. We dare I say we might all taste a little vomit a little bit every day. How much of it do we eat? How much do we go back to eat of it? If you really want to go all the way real with it, you understand. As a dog returns to his vomit, so a fool repeats their folly. As a dog returns to his vomit, so a fool repeats his foolishness. Like a okay, okay. I think that that explains it. Okay, but we don't want to return to this vomit. That's this world because there's nothing in it. What y'all want? What's going on here? What's really going on here? Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. All right. These people are juxtaposing and fighting over resources and materials that belong to us anyway. Okay. In fact, we're the real silver and the gold anyway. So what point does it matter? Where's the real silver and the gold? In the mind, knowing that we can get the kingdom if we overcome. It's right here. It's always going to be right here. That's why, young man, young woman, get this fire within you, man, so you could brighten this up, man. Heat this thing up, man. Heat these temples up. Ha ha ha! You see that? Heat these temples up with this fire. You understand me? What's going on, Alberto? Shalom, brother. Shalom. Proverbs 22 and 6. Be responsible. Sometimes, brothers, it's going to come up in this truth, man. Hey, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? It's a beautiful thing to have a young man with a young family, with a zeal, right? Has an opportunity to teach his children. It's a great responsibility to have. That's one of the most. That's one of the most favorite things that I see in Israel. You know, is seeing the young families knowing that the child's getting taught, thus saith the Lord, knowing that he's going to know the color of our Lord and our Savior that's coming back to save his people, knowing that there's modesty, right? Wouldn't that be a good thing to know that we all being and upholding integrity in our households? Nobody's perfect. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna have to mess it, but clean this house as far as a relationship goes. I don't think anybody has because we still, that enmity. We got a battle spirits in within all around. So nothing's gonna be perfect and cookie cutter. Life is gonna get rough, ups and downs. There's ups and downs in these relationships, but think of it as a test. Before I digress, yeah, Proverbs 22 and 6. Train up a child, man, in the way that he should go. Listen, listen, listen. I know a lot of people that are pastors. family members that are pastors, but their children aren't pastors too as well. So there's a way to present this. There's a way to go about this. And if you first class, and if you have integrity, and if you're responsible, the children shouldn't depart from it. Why? Isn't this a sound doctrine? And if you act sound, come on now, it's a piece of cake, right? It's a piece of cake, man. It's a piece of cake. This is ooh, I got too much. Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back. I gotta get energy. I gotta get energy though before we leave. Uh, this is the book of Second Kings. Let me get Second Kings real quick. Hey man, if you just joining Alberto, man, subscribe, and share that video, man. Come on now. It's been a while. It's been like 2 weeks. It's been like 2 weeks. What you been on, man? What you been doing? You good? How's the family? How's everything? Any milestones? You know, you don't gotta get too personal though. But it's good to see you though. It's good to see you, bro. Um, what was I? What was I doing? See, you distracted me now, man. 20 and 6. 20 and 6. Second Kings 20 and 6 a lot. All right, this is the book of Second Kings, chapter 20 and 6. This is talking about Hezekiah, right? Let's do studying in Torah. All right, Khan, the one Khan. I got you. Very diligent. You're a very diligent brother, man. I give you credit, man. You're a very diligent brother, man. If a lot of brothers had that diligence, man, we'd be a okay people, man. We'd be all right. Right? Um, let's get hold on. Before we go into that. Slovakia, yeah. Maybe we can do that. So this is talking about Hezekiah, man. Let's go to Second Kings 18. That's where it is. Now it came to pass in the third year of Hosea, son of Elah, king of Israel, that Hezekiah, the son of Ahaz, king of Judah, began to reign. It's another king. It's another king. Okay. We had Jeroboam, right? Even though he was really wicked, though, still didn't destroy the house of David, man. Still didn't destroy us, right? But look at this, though. We got good people, too. Who would have thought Israel got some good people? Oh, man. We got some good people, right? And listen to this. He was 20 and 5 years old when he began to reign. So he was younger than Jeroboam, who was 32. He's 25 when he began to reign. And he reigned 20 and 9 years in Jerusalem, right? Verse 3, and he did that which was right in the sight of the Most High, according to all David and his father did. Okay? And what did he do in verse 5? He trusted Yahweh, man. He trusted Yahweh, man. And so that after him was none like him among all the kings of Judah, man, nor any that were before him, man. That's that's a peculiar treasure right there. Is Hezekiah. That's a real peculiar treasure, man. And that's what we want to be, man. We want to stand out. We want to show out. We want to stand out, man, and do things that's right in the sight of the Most High, because He does see us. That's that eye and that integrity. Very big part of that thing. And I said that's that blue part, and that's what makes that flame bigger. And you're gonna see it too in 20 and 6. Because what did He do? He said, "And I will add onto thy days 15 years." Man. Gave him more life, gave him more health, right? This word and having this faith, coming with sincerity, being a good leader, being a good leader of men, being a good leader of women adds onto your life. Just like honoring your mother and father will keep you from living a short life. You know, that's what this thing is all about. That's what this thing is all about, man. This fire. Let's get energy before we close out. Let's get some energy up in here. I think the energy's already here, right? But this is the energy right here, man. It's knowing that there's an order to this thing. 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. But I'll have you know that the head of every man is Christ. He reigns over you. That's the level. You got to have enough energy to understand that and to strive for that level. Okay? And the head of every woman is the man. And the head of Christ is God, man. That's the order of this thing. And we have an order. We are orderly nation. We got to understand that we got something to strive after because we had someone that walked here perfectly in our flesh and in our blood, man. Same. Showed us how to walk, healed us, took care of us, yelled at us a little bit, flipped over a couple tables too, ran for his life, was embarrassed. We owe him. We owe him one, y'all. We owe Yahweh one, don't we? Good kings, long life. Okay? Good queens, long life. We want to live a long, fulfilled life because we may not come back here again. We want to leave an impression. This is it's not my body. This is a vessel. It's a rental. And everything I do in it is being recorded. It's gonna be it's gonna determine if I have a good name or not. How I lead the people. If I gain the trust of the people for me to lead them. You know? And that goes for everybody coming after and everybody after them. And so on and so forth. Right? Right. So let's see here. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got, man. Hebrews 3 and 4. Right? For every house is builded by some man, but he that build all things is the Most High. And Moses verily was faithful in all his house, man, as a servant, for a testimony of those things which were spoken of after. Man, he was very faithful in his house. And as a man, you got to remember that when we wake up with that energy of salvation, energy that you got a word of reconciliation, a word of second chances, a word that's full of black men and black women that are related to you. You got to wake up with that type of energy every day and spread it to your wife so she could spread it to your children. And when you walk down the street with her, with your family, when we gather together, people feel that spirit, man. People feel it. Call it vibes, huh? They feel the vibes. Let's get them Yahushua vibes. Let's get that Holy Spirit vibe. Let's get our vibe back. Let's get our vibe back with the fire. First class, integrity, responsibility, and energy. Brothers and sisters, man, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. The water for tuning in. This will end today's class, tonight's class. I want to thank you for staying tuned, bearing with me, and enduring with me and AOC, in the spirit of Yahushua. All praises to the Most High. Shalom. Kwam Yasharallah.